I logged into ChatGPT this morning to share a prompt that I wrote yesterday with the ChatGPT group in The Obvious Choice, which is Taleist's members-only community. Came in, pop-up appears on the screen, there's a new feature. So potentially everything has changed. Now this feature is on by default, pretty typical Silicon Valley behavior. So you do have to pay attention when they tell you there's a new feature. You want to know what it does, to check and have a look. So in this case, you have to go down, go to your settings. Here we go. It's in personalization. So you've got custom instructions. As you can see, I don't really like custom instructions. So here in memory, this is the reasons I don't like custom instructions magnified, because what you can see here is that ChatGPT is saying ChatGPT will become more helpful as you chat, picking up on details and preferences to tailor its responses to you. To understand what ChatGPT remembers or to teach it something new, just chat with it. Remember that I like concise responses, and so on. As you can see, this is turned on by default. So ChatGPT is going to look at all of your chats and remember you. Good thing, bad thing? It's a good thing only if you use ChatGPT for the same sorts of things all the time. So if you always write as you, to the same people, then ChatGPT collecting that information automatically in the background is okay. But I, for instance, write to clients, I write to my newsletter. I don't use ChatGPT for my newsletter, but you see what I'm saying. You might write to your boss, you might write to your underlings, you might write to your suppliers, you might write to your customers, you might be writing a children's book in your spare time. These are all different ways of writing for which you would have different preferences. And my suspicion is that ChatGPT is going to have no idea that you're swapping between writing a children's book in your spare time or researching a health condition and writing to a supplier. So it remains to be seen, because this is literally the first time that I've seen this. I read that it was coming, and here you go, it comes, it's there, it's switched on, not asking you if you wanted to. So you may want to monitor this over time to see what it starts remembering about you, or you may just want to turn it off. Because I teach ChatGPT, I think I will leave it on for a while and see whether I like it, but maybe this isn't an open-minded approach, but I don't think I am going to like it because, as I say, I write for clients. So one client's writing preference is not going to be another client's writing preference. So I just don't see how this would add up well in my situation. But it might add up well in yours. So you may want to turn it off. You certainly want to keep checking back in and hitting this manage to see what it is remembering about you and see whether you like it. Because if you have it switched on, it will influence every chat. So if it has decided you love boku emojis, or you don't like emojis, or you like short sentences or long sentences or big words or massive paragraphs or whatever it might be, if it's decided you like that, it's going to do that for everything. So you might have been using it to help you with a LinkedIn post, and now you're trying to write a board paper, and you're wondering why it keeps shoving emojis into your board paper as if you're writing a LinkedIn or a Facebook post. So just make sure you keep an eye on it if you leave it enabled.